Okay, so you're up with Geelong.
Geelong. Selwood. I want to go Travis Barco for his one game he played.
I don't know if that's
Nathan Vardy for his one game he played. Okay, I'll go Selwood. So they've got all those players, and you don't know which one was going to poll. I think I put Kelly up there last year and he did nothing for me.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Pretty much donut.
No, I think it was 2 years, and then last year we actually did do something.
Yeah, well, no, I'm going to go Kelly.
You are going to go Kelly?
Yeah, but probably 3.
Okay.
Because I reckon that...
Did you see any Geelong wins this year?
No. Saw Geelong games.
I love the way you think of players.
Stevie J.
Was that 2 or 3?
Kelly.
Steve Johnson 2.
Yeah. Who's Steve Johnson? I would like Stevie J written down, please.
I'm not going to put that. I'll give him his proper name. I might be the only person that does give it. His name is Steve Johnson. Or, given that David Johnson isn't in Geelong anymore, you can actually say Johnson.
Most boring minutes of the 1 million lines of fantasy football. If David Johnson wasn't around, then Stevie J wouldn't be Stevie J. Or did you not put that in there?
I'm glad to see you read it, because if you read it, you'd probably know whether it was in there or not.
Wasn't it there?
It wasn't in there, but now it's in this. But I stand by it. I stand by it. If there was no David Johnson, he wouldn't be a Stevie J, there'd just be a Johnson. Oh, sorry, it's mine. I'm going to go Joel Selwood. Why do you think Tomahawk polls enough, gets enough big games to get second? Because I think he's got 4 or 5.
Hawthorn.
And I'll confer with Steve Johnson.
He should have had a Norm Smith medal.
No, that's just...
He excited my day.
I was the only one. I watched that in Munich where you couldn't really hear the sound of the commentators, and I loved Joel Corey's game. No one even had him in the best 6. Alright, so I've got, to round out my picks, I've got the Gold Coast. I think the first 2 are automatic for Ablett and Harley Bennell.
Did you think I was going to forget Harley Bennell?
No, probably not. And I think because he was the best on ground in the Carlton game, I'm going to go for Tom Lynch.
I'll go for Matera. Peter.
Might poll in the Owls game.
Do they have a
Turn back the clock. The Peter Matera medal, it is.
Peter Matera medal. We have to put that as the last one.
What, the
vote on the Peter Matera medal. Don Pike.
I don't know why we're reaching in. The last one is St Kilda.
Who's it for me?
St Kilda.
For me?
Yes, for you.
Ooh. I'd love to go for Letty.
You'd be wrong in doing it, but you'd love to.
He'll be in my top 3. Can I put $1,000 on Kaczynski to never play or poll a vote again?
He's going to play.
No, he's not.
He'll play. Scores loves him. Loves what he brings to the table. Funny thing is, because they went to give Lenny Hayes part of Kaczynski's heart, but they couldn't find anything in there. See any St Kilda wins this year?
Yes. Making the comment that I didn't see GWS wins or Melbourne wins does not mean I'm not a footy fan.
Probably means you're more of a footy fan because you knew not to watch it.
Yeah. I'll go Rewalt.
You have to go for 3 guys. And remember, you've got to fit Lenny Hayes in here somewhere.
Yeah, of course Lenny Hayes is going to be in there. He just won their best and fairest.
What the umpires take that into account as well, because it's a bit like the votes or the betting where people worry about the finals.
Yeah, exactly.
The umpires go back and think, well, hold on, Lenny won the best and fairest. Can we change a few of them?
Hayes, Rewalt.
Oh, it sounds like an amateur style medal count. So you're going Hayes for number 2?
No.
Or are you going for 3?
No, I'm just thinking of who's going to slot into my 3. I'd love to put Milne in.
Well, you can put him.
I know I can put him. I can put Bo Wilkes in there if I want.
You could put Blake in. He might get his first vote this year.
Do I get extra points?
Well, if we were playing the other Brownlow game, remember, you could lock Blake in and know you might get 1.
Yeah, that'd be handy. Well, imagine doing that this year for, like, Melbourne.
GWS.
I think people know more GWS players than Melbourne players. So everyone had GWS players in their dream.
Don't think anyone had any Melbourne players?
Not one. In the whole competition. Not even Melbourne players will put themselves or their teammates in. Why would you?
Except for Nathan Jones.
I'll go for Hayes at 2.
Okay. You remember you forgot Goddard a couple of years ago. You might want to put him in at some point.
I reckon he's going to get bonus this year.
Okay. So you're okay to leave him out this year?
Yeah.
Or is he going to feature in your top 5?
He'll be number 1. I'll go my captain Montagna.
I can't believe he got 3rd in at Essen Ferris.
Well, he did alright after I got rid of him.
Yeah. Because you are the fantasy killer. I'm going to go Lenny Hayes, number 1.
At least my NFL dream team.
Nicky Dowell, number 2.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can go from 32 votes to less than 10. And Rewalt.
All my guys might get 10 votes. Who's your number 1?
Lenny Hayes.
Oh.
I was psyching you out. Okay. Well, given I won last year, I'm going to defer and go second in the...
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
I came first, so I get to select where I go in the overall. You're
But
right.
that makes no sense. If you came first, then you get to see my awesome picks and then decide whether you like them.
You clearly, if you come second, you would have
Well,
copied
fine.
my pick.
I will go Danger Mouse.
You know, for Dangerfield for the win.
Yeah.
Sorry, and before I said to you, are you picking one of the favourites to win? You go, I think he'll be one of the favourites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's one of the favourites.
Clearly I was right. Oh, well, at least I'm not saying, oh, go for Rory Sloane, and then Rory Sloane doesn't appear. Unless you're going to have 3 Adelaide in your top 5.
You've got to understand the principle behind it. He is the Jimmy Bartell of that Adelaide team.
So if you love your principal so much, put him as your number 1.
I think the game's changed since those days. I don't think the big Jimmy
Then
Bartell
he's not going to win.
I've just said I wouldn't surprise me. I didn't say he would win.
I will go for Dangerfield.
Yes.
Then I will go for Mitchell.
Back to runner up for 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I reckon he'll poll more than any other Hawthorn player.
Paying 15 to 1.
Is he? He's ineligible, isn't he? Did he get reprimanded?
He's eligible.
Then I will go.
You remember you got Chris Newman up here?
No,
You can't go back.
yeah, no, can I change?
No, you can't go back.
What?
You can't go back.
Fine, Watson. Then I'm going to go for Jack. I'm going to back Jack.
Jack who?
Hi, Jack.
Kieran Jack. Okay.
Well, Sydney's boats have to go
I
somewhere.
think if it stopped after round 20, you'd be right.
Oh, so what,
Hang on, hold on.
two
We're going to go
rounds?
back to the start. Sydney Rose are going to go somewhere. We've already said Jack, Kennedy, O'Keefe. I've told you McVeigh, Reid, Goods.
Reid's not going to. Reid's going to get 1.
He'll get 3 in that game against Brisbane.
He'll only get 3.
He'll get 3.
And then I will go.
I love the way you agonise about this and then come up with the worst pick imaginable.
No, I've got 3.
Oh, have you? That's excellent.
I know Cotchin's the favourite, but I don't reckon the favourites do that well.
He's actually not the favourite.
Is it? Who's the favourite?
I'll tell you after. If you might put him in just because I tell you the
I'm not
favourite.
going to put him in just because you tell me.
Gary Ablett's the favourite.
What? They were engaged though with 3 games.
There's 9 votes right there.
Yeah, so what? Every other team's going to have 16 people.
I
vote 10 votes.
don't agree with it, but I'm telling you what the bookies think.
That is ridiculous. If he wins, this is the last year of this.
Why?
Because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
We're
not
going to talk for that MVP award.
He won that.
Yeah, well, that's ridiculous. That wouldn't work though, because it's not like any Melbourne players are going to get voted the MVP award.
We can do who's going to get nominated.
Oh, that's true. How many people get nominated?
Well, every team nominates like 2 people.
Oh, yeah. So that's why Ablett can win the MVP award. He didn't get nominated one year. In Geelong.
What? He won it in the last 3 years?
Yeah, he didn't get nominated the year before.
He's nearly read you too.
He's been nominated the last 5 years.
No, he hasn't. You go back.
Are we going or what?
Yeah, I only have one more pick.
Yeah, well, it'd be
I want
nice.
to make it count. It's either going to be Swan, Beams, or Cochin.
If you want, you can go and say it's going to be a 3-way tie between all of them if you like.
Why? Because you reckon I'm wrong?
Yes.
You're a half. I will go... I reckon Swan.
Alright, we're going with Swan.
I really wanted to go Beams.
Okay, now we're going to go over to the winner's side. Sam Mitchell, I think, is the winner. I think he got 32 votes last year. I don't think it's going to be as high.
You didn't just sell me on him. I could have said it.
Alright, I'll stop selling you. Job for number 2.
Yeah, I would have had him number 2.
I think Cochin
I reckon Dangerfield.
a little bit up there.
Dangerfield's jumped.
I like Thompson more than Dangerfield, so I'm going to go Thompson. And I think Ablett, because if Ablett does surprise and win, at least I'll have him in my top 5.
How can he seriously win?
Well, he might be in the top 5. Alright, so that's a wrap. I would just like to point out that, yeah, you had Swan as the 3rd in Collingwood. and then added in your top 5.
I'm just hedging my bet.
A particularly good decision, that one.
Hedging my bets.
Is there any other ones that particularly stand out? No, you're pretty good at the rest.
Yeah, damn right.
But yeah, you've got to have one in the top 5. It's a bit of a shock, don't you? Right.
I should have gone Beams. I sold out.
Yeah.
Not like you, old Rory Sloane. No, Rory Sloane
If
doesn't
Rory
exist.
Sloane wins, are you going to type it up or am I?
I'll type it up.
Or can you send it to my email?